Drama, drama, drama. By now, you've probably seen the Machamps mentorship applications that are coming out from Machamps and Oyama Trading, or whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Here's my hot take on it. It's trash, and you already know. You don't need me to tell you that. If you've been on YouTube long enough, especially in the past like 5-7 years ish, ever since COVID, everyone's been trying to shove a course down your throat. And at this point, everyone has learned, for the most part, that you don't get anything from those things. And it's just a money grab. The only people who fall for that still, unfortunately, are just like either new people or people who are very feel like they're pressured that they have to do something, especially in something that they're interested in doing. And people who are you're able to easily just take advantage of them because of your influence. I don't know these influencers. I don't personally know them. I'm sure they're probably good people. But if I had to guess, their content is made in a way that's very positive. And so it makes them feel like, because of the content they put out, it makes them feel like they're actually really giving something to people. But not, in all honesty though, they have to know that they're really just taking advantage of people, right? There's nothing that they're probably going to provide, and I could be just speculating, but there's nothing that they can probably provide that you couldn't already find on YouTube, right? You can give out a lot of free content, and here's the thing. At this point, they definitely have their own business that they're very successful in. I don't know how much money they make, but they make a lot more money than just probably about most people when it comes to the Pokemon market, when it comes to investing and trading and I guess like with vending, right? And by now, they've definitely watched enough Alex Hormozy content, right? Like if you are into business, you're going to come across that type of content, you're going to learn, and then you're going to apply. And that's exactly what they're doing right now, right? The problem with Alex Hormozy content, or that style of content, is like people are getting very used to it. And people are getting used to his talking points too. That's why I feel like once you've seen like, 10 videos, you kind of get the gist of it. And it's why he's kind of pivoting and kind of changing a lot of his content. I think he's doing a great job, and he knows he can get pretty redundant. But at least I think he does, because he changes content after a while. But anyway, my point is with this is, these people are very successful. They're very influential. And it's very apparent that this is probably just some type of money grab, right? We're now at the point in the market where people are looking for other ways to make money off of Pokemon without actually making money selling Pokemon. This is the easiest thing, right? The easiest thing to do is sell people the dream of making money off of their dream. Sell them the dream, right? Teach them the simple 1, 2, 3 basic steps and send them on their way, and then take your $2,500, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and go off into the sea, right? And then it's up to them to figure out what it is that they're going to do and, learn from your course that you're going to get from them, right? So you can give them all the material, and then at the end of the day, if they're not successful, it's really up to them if they're going to, be successful in the space that they're interested in being in, right? And so it's unfortunate that that's where we're at in this market, but at some point it was going to happen. And no matter how much you probably don't like it, somebody is going to feel like it's a good investment for them because they're going to be hypnotized by their parasocial relationship with that influencer. It's happened to all of us. And I think sometimes you just have to go through the motion, try it yourself, and then realize that you got scammed. Because that's what most courses are, they're a scam. I do think you can learn a little bit from courses when you find some type of influencer or some type of niche that you're interested in doing. I think you can learn like basic things from it. But at the end of the day, they're all just scams. And the biggest lesson that you learned is you got scammed out of money. And all you have to do is probably do your own research, look up other YouTube videos of whatever it is that you're thinking about wanting to do, and kind of go from there. Now, I do know it might be nice to have like, a long list of things to do, but if college is a scam, what do you think you're going to learn from this course, right? If you are trying to do a Pokemon business, you're probably in a realm where you don't value college the way that that people used to like 10 or 20 years ago, right? It's It's not as valuable. All that information that you get from college, you can probably find on YouTube or just the internet, or you just ask AI, right? It can make a lot of stuff for you. And so why would you need a course in how to vend in 2026, right? You're going to pay $2,500 for a PDF and to sit down and talk to these guys? Like, why? All right. There's a lot of vendors that you can talk to. If you just go and vend yourself and get the experience and then talk to other vendors while you're there, that's going to give you the most value. You know, if you need to pay $2,500 for someone to go tell you to go set up a table and talk to people, I think the lesson needs to be learned at some point in your life. Anyway, it's very interesting we're at this point. That's my take on it. Have a nice day. Pokey Eye Dog out. Go touch grass. Thank you for your time.